All right, thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of Live from the PinChurch, our special COVID-19 quarantine edition here. And tonight in the studio we have. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in to another. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of COVID-19 quarantine edition here. And tonight you're here. You have a lot of fans among our circle, and so I'm excited to have you. I'm just going to throw it to you and have you play some music, and we can chat a little bit later. And everybody welcome Johnny Sansone.
Great. Well, thank you, folks. Hey, I'm trying to figure out which one of these pinball machines I'm going to play first when we get done. I know you folks watching in here can't see this place, but it is amazing. We should have a real tour of the actual, how many machines and what years they are. This is really something. So it's an honor for me to be here, and thank you so much for being with us. Let's start out with a tune that I wrote with my mom. It goes like this. I was thinking all about your conversation, the color of your eyes in your deep negotiation. Listen to every word you had to say, watching while you're giving it all away. I got to wonder, baby, about the life that you live. How you have anything left after all you're giving? Time ain't standing, baby. I ain't running away. I'm thinking about you every minute of every day. And there's one thing I hope you see. You got all of these things, and you got me. It's raining down south, I know your sky is blue. And I don't know why I can't stop thinking about you. It gets hotter than the hinges of Hades in your afternoon. I bet you're cooling on your back porch underneath your big old moon. 'Cause you got a way of finding what ain't really there. Got lost and stolen. You didn't even seem to care. But in the middle of your loneliness, took the good and you left the rest. Didn't even have to sneak. You got past it with that wild streak. And there's one thing I hope you see. You Somewhere you're starting your brand new day. You got your wild imagination got in your way. Somewhere you're making somebody smile. Taking your time with your extra mile. 'Cause you got your innocence. You got your soul. You got so many places you're trying to go. Tell me, how does it feel to be a driving wheel when you got a heart nobody can steal? You got all these things. You got me. You got me. All right. Thank you so much, y'all. I think I'm going to move on to a song that I get requested a lot for. This particular tune, it was written about the Hugh Biggs Pie Factory burning down. This is kind of a thing where I guess you would have to know what this is all about. But you'd have to know the storyline. But the important thing about it is it was nominated for a Song of the Year at the Blues Music Awards, and a lot of people that voted for that had no idea what a Hugh Biggs pie was, so that shows me something. Goes like this. Y'all ready? All right. It's a good thing. Hold on tight. On your rough ride without divide. There will be no end. Yes, in sweetness we can always depend. But now I'm walking along with a burned heart, 'cause the fire went out and it all, there was a spark, there was a flame, and then the smoke detector, it started to sing. Mr. Hugh Biggs and Savory Simon himself, They both knew there'd be no more pie on the shelf. When morning broke and ashes on the ground, the night the pie factory burned down. Now when you get right down, well, this city is a small town, and I guess sooner or later she was gonna wanna try a new flavor. But I was a coconut cream, she was my sweet potato. But things ain't what they seem. You're gonna find out sooner or later. Flower in the sky and sugar in the wind. What have you done, baby? Where have you been? And morning broke in ashes on the ground. The night the pie factory burned down. Well, lately, I've been hanging out down in the Maroney. But things down here, it ain't like they used to be. Down on Delphine, there's an emptiness. And all your good intentions have been put to rest. Mr. Hugh Biggs and Savory Simon himself, they both knew there'd be no more pie on the shelf. When morning broke and ashes on the ground, the night the pie factory burned down. All right, thank you. We're feeling pretty good right now. Got the ambience going. Everything's cool.
Now we're just missing some pies, some Hubig's pies.
They're coming back, though. I got
heard
the
that.
word that they are on their way back. The factory's going to be out here somewhere, I think. Do you know about it?
I've heard they were rebuilding it, but I don't know much more than that.
Well, everybody was very excited to let me know because of the song that there is going to be more pies. The song was written because people were freaking out. I don't know if you remember, but people were selling Hubig pies on eBay for like $60.
I remember I was in a Walmart right about when it happened, and I saw people running in there just stockpiling pies.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did that when there was damage at the Sriracha factory.
Well, we all know We all know when the time is right, when you're not going to get anything. That's kind of what the song's written about, because I was talking to my mom about it, and she told me, I can't really write a song just about a place burning down. And she said to me, well, what if something else happened that night? And that was, yeah, this guy's not only going to miss out on being able to get his Hugh Biggs, but there's something else in the story. As good stories always are, there's a lot of different facts involved. All right, now we're going to get down a little blues. What do you think? You feel like the blues? Everybody love the blues. Always get confused every time you light that fuse. I wake up wondering, when's it all gonna blow up? Show me something, baby. Anything to give me a little hope. Here's a little tip. You don't have to walk the plank on a sinking ship. Work with me, baby. Give me just a little bit more time. Take some consideration, baby. Yes, before you draw that line. You got a bad reputation. Ain't gonna be no more negotiation. Here's a little tip. You don't have to walk the plank on a sinking ship. Tell me what you want, baby. Show me what you need. But you got to work with me, baby. If you want to stay here with me, oh, we all going down on this one, baby. All right, little blues. The blues will get the best of you. Look out. Oh, I think I'm going to try and do a song from my latest record, which came out. It's been a little while. But the newest one that I have has been out for a couple of years now. And this is one I recorded with some fellows called the North Mississippi All-Stars, along with my good friend and producer, Anders Osborne. We're trying to write some songs that would kind of reflect the delta of North Mississippi. But my love of country slipped in on this one. It goes like this. I can't be your saint anymore. I know you want things to be like they were before. My heart still ain't repaired, and I know it wouldn't be fair for me to come to the rescue. They say time can heal anything, but that's not what lives inside my memory. I remember my mother crying in the dark after 30 years with a broken heart. She wouldn't let anyone come to the rescue. I've seen pain, how it gets killed with prescriptions your doctor helps you fill. I heard it, brother, you just don't understand. Without 'em I can't hold on again, and I ain't got no plan geared to the rescue. hold out, some hold in, some hold back, till they can't start again. And I was out on the street the other night when I heard what sounded like a real bad fight. Saw a lot of people run on the ground. There was a boy with a gun, and I could tell it would be too late. To come to the rescue. Come to the rescue. Right. Well, thank you. I don't hear any pinballs going, but that's a good thing, I guess, right now.
Yeah, everybody's tuned in on you. So it's Jazz Fest time. I guess you would be pretty busy normally about now.
It's interesting that you would say that because, I would be playing tonight, and I would have played today, and I would play pretty much every day and night for the next 2 weeks.
And so who have you been playing with lately?
Well,
or do we not have enough time to go into that?
well, that's pretty interesting. You know, I really, my favorite thing to do is play with my own band. And I know you had John Fohl over here, and we'd love to bring the band in here and play with them, and John plays with me. I play with a band called the Voice of the Wetlands All-Stars, and we don't get to play that much together. We play at Jazz Fest every year, and we were really looking forward to that performance because it only happens a couple times a year. The other thing, what I was supposed to do tonight was play Swampland Jam with Tab Benoit, Big Chief Monk Boudreaux, and Waylon Thibodeau. But we will be touring as that act coming up in, I think it's supposed to start in September.
So how are you handling the whole the coronavirus thing? Are you taking advantage of this, or are you feeling like you're being held back and there's things that you want to do that you can't?
Well, I feel that I am extremely fortunate. I have a wonderful woman and a dog, and there's no place I need to be. So it's great for staying and taking care of old projects that never got finished. Things that have to be taken care of will get themselves sorted out. These things all take time. I think, seeing the neighbors around every day, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. That being said, I know a lot of tragedies involved and really, really hardships on a lot of people. So, we do what we can, and, right. My heart goes out to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you just got to do what you got to do and then focus on the positive. And I think that's, we're very grateful. Ironically, you would be way too busy to come play here, but we're gonna focus on that positive aspect that we've been able to get a bunch of people here that would normally be so busy this time. So hopefully people online can check you out and I guess look out for when you guys are on tour. If anybody wants to find out more about you or wants to tip you guys or anything, I mean, how do they find you online?
Well, it's really pretty easy. You go to johnnysansone.com is my
JOHNNYSANSONE, right?
right.
.com.
And that's my website, and we try to keep it up to date as best we can. We're not, computer pros, but it's pretty nice having a place where people can reach you and go there. There's a store with things that you can go check out and see. There's a newsletter, and there are a lot of things that we don't get to talk to people about. You can catch up with on the website, and that helps out a lot. Show business is not an easy task. It takes a lot of people to keep these things rolling. So, we do what we can, and we always hope for the best. And I really look forward to getting back out and playing live and seeing everybody. I've been very, very fortunate with the last few shows that I recorded or played live. I actually think they've all been live, that people have tuned in from all over the world. I was slated to be on tour in Italy with my good friend Roberto Luti from playing with Change, and then after that go to France to work with some other great people. This all fell in right about the time where they were saying it's not a good idea to travel, but so much work went into the whole project that I felt like I really needed to go.
That's such a noble organization, too, Playing for Change.
Yeah.
We're big supporters of them, too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get them down here and bring them in here. That'd be great.
Yeah. We there's a New Orleans Playing for Change event that happens every year, too.
I didn't know that.
One of our members, Jeff Grip, he is on the board for Playing for Change. And so we do those events. We'll definitely let you know the next time it happens. And, of course, we're always willing to host some events. So if you've got some associates of yours that want to do a benefit, we'd be happy to have them in here.
Oh man, I got so many people who love coming in this place.
We're looking forward to having the party thing. It's a lot of fun, and we're glad you're here.
Well, this is the best party that I've been to in a long time. So thank you. Even though we are 10 feet apart, we're doing what we're supposed to do. I got a good feeling about the more music that comes out, the more people will be able to adjust. As music comes from people's soul, and it's a lot of this music is very heartfelt. So continue to support and dig and appreciate.
All right.
Now let me see what I got next for you. I think I'm going to switch guitars. And man, I'm feeling so laid back and thankful to be here. And I think I'll do a song that I wrote about this city in New Orleans. And just kind of dream just a little bit. Oh, wrong one. That one's still got some of the last party in it. That one too. Time to call Honer. Looks like we're going to have to just skip that note. It's not working on any of them. This is called In My Dream. Sleeping in the morning sun, and I can hear those horses run, and the music's floating on the water. It's coming from the church on the corner. Spy boys and big chiefs, rocking bowls and maple leaves, red beans and tambourines, slow breeze through banana trees. Big red fish on a lemon dish, hot beignets on orange trays. We're writing down magazine, dressed in purple, gold, and green. Tell me, does it really exist? They really got a place like this? Well, it sounds familiar to you. Well, that's 'cause you were there too, in my dream. Snowballs and crawfish claws, big parades, and we're drinking strong lemonade. And you're in your kitchen with your double roux, color of the river, and deep as the blues. Tell me, does it really exist? They really got a place like this? I know it sounds familiar to you. That's 'cause you were there too, in my dream. Sweet cane and summer rain, and all those things that would never change. There's a yellow moon and I hear you blowing your horn. church bells ringing after a storm. Tell me, does it really exist? They really got a place like this? It sounds familiar to you. Well, that's 'cause y'all were there too. In my dream. There somewhere. Well, thank you. Now, I think we might switch over and play this ecology in a little bit before we might take a little intermission. We have a lot of different instruments here. And I share a little secret. They all mean a lot to me, but I know a lot of times I don't get to play some of them. We play live music all the time, but some of it doesn't work in certain places. Playing somewhere where everybody comes out and they want to boogie and party down, that last song wouldn't really work. So. Another one of my, so I guess we'll stick with the New Orleans thing because we're all kind of crying right now. A big salute to everybody that's keeping the city rolling. I know it's been difficult. There's a lot of people out there trying to help. For you folks that are watching this from somewhere else, you have to realize this is a tourist town, and it's a location, destination for people that want to come from all over the world to experience what we have here. So once it stops, well, things change quick. I get requests for this song all the time. This goes back to another time in life when we had to go through a thing called Katrina. It goes like this. Well, I can't sleep at night. I'm thinking about love that was lost. How much you know and how much it cost. My mother's out in Houston, and my daddy used to be in a grave. My brother, he's still missing. Governor wants you all to be brave. I saw it all happen right there on CNN. president was there. He had his arm around his friend. He said, hey, Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job. Keeping the water from the people and controlling that mob. But it's your choice. Well, if you want to stay, that's the price that you're gonna have to pay. Our little people suffer when big shots don't compromise. But that's the cost of living in poor man's paradise. Well, I met with my insurance man, and he told me I was in good hands. We talked about the levees and how we're going to save all the wetlands. And I got my check in the mail. It came all the way from Dallas, Texas. And I found out my good friend, the insurance adjuster, was nothing more than a big ball buster. But it's your choice. Well, if you want to stay, that's the price that you're gonna have to pay. My little people suffer when big shots don't compromise. That's the cost of living in poor man's paradise. Heritage built through generations, never to return from evacuation. Deep in debt with limited salvation. That's your city, baby. But honey, where's your home? If this was New York, if we was Chicago or LA, you think they'd leave us broken or come and fix us right away? I don't know that much about it. All I know is what I see every day. I know it's gonna break a lot of hearts if it never goes away. But it's your choice. Well, if you want to stay, that's the price that you're gonna have to pay. The little people suffer when big shots don't compromise. But that's the cost of living in poor man's paradise. right. Had to fit that one in somewhere.
Sounded awesome.
Well, thank you.
So I guess we'll take a short little break. We can get you to maybe do another little encore performance for us before you go.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm just gonna wash my hands and get some sanitizer and drink some of that, and we'll be all ready.
Yeah, some of that therapeutic.
Sounds like a great idea to me. All right, thank you.
All right, for more, everybody visit johnnysansone.com. Find out about his albums, all of your projects and everything, and we're going to be back in just a minute. There's going to be more music, so y'all stay tuned.
Right on. Hey!
All right, welcome back to the PinChurch and our Live from the PinChurch concert series featuring, this time, Johnny Sansone.
PinChurch, come on, baby.
Yeah. I wish everybody was listening in on our conversations in between the sets. That was some good, fun stories of life on the road.
Yeah.
We'll have to do something. We'll have to do a special event or something where and you're talking about doing like a book maybe, huh?
Well, yeah. I believe that we could help other people to find out the best way to navigate being a musician by reading about how screwed so many people got and which ways they got screwed, because this helps you to understand how people take advantage of you when you don't see it coming. We all understand things like, if it sounds too good, well, we get a lot of that in this business.
And you've been on the road for a long time in a lot of different situations, so you've got a lot of interesting stories and all of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, it's an ongoing battle, just trying to make things happen.
Well, we are enjoying your music, so
thank you.
Let's hear some more.
I'm so happy to be here. I think that's why we talk so much, because we're so excited about just getting to know each other and hang out here. This is an incredible place, and when the rest of the world is going to see this place and not know the beautiful energy that we have with just a few of us in here, it's been an incredible time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Make sure I got the right harp here. Well, we kind of picked out this song. I don't normally do this as a solo, but this is a band tune that we would do in a rock and roll club, like this. Plywood floor. Doing wrong ain't nothing new. Thinking back to what you put me through. You had yourself an honest guy to hold you up and never tell you lies. Evermore, after I saw what she was doing on that plywood floor. You didn't cry, you didn't bat an eye when you plywood floor. What were you thinking, baby? Maybe you heard this story before. You gotta be careful what you're looking for. You might be right, but you can't be sure. But you might be mighty surprised what you can find going on the plywood floor. Oh, yeah. All right. We might have to calm down a little bit after that one. We had a great conversation on the break about so many different things, and it always goes back to the same thing when you're hanging around with creative people and musicians. A lot of the people that are not with us anymore, and how much we cared about them and wished we had a chance to care more about them. This is a song that I wrote about a fella that I used to travel around with. It's unfortunate that he had to not have a place in history that I thought that he deserved to have in musical history. He got a lot of hardships fell on him. Anyway, this is kind of the story of our time together. Goes like this. Standing on a hillside by a chapel in the Carolina clay, after standing on a station on a warm summer day. Gospel floated across the tobacco fields. I'll never forget the way it made me feel. Passing a bottle underneath an old Georgia pine. Mixing teardrops with laughter, washing them down with that low country wine. Lightning bugs light up the summer sky. Every night about this time, I've been chasing the catch up to his memory. Burn on, right on, lightning boogaloo. From Hamlet to Harlem, country blues to R&B, churches to barrooms, concert halls overseas. His voice would cut just like a knife. Knife that could cut right to your soul. I'm chasing the ketchup to his memory. Burn on, right on, lightning boogaloo. Riding down those back roads in my old 60 sedan DeVille, and I can still remember all the songs and the stories he would tell. It's true he was close to blind, but he saw more than most people I know. He knew when things were bad, but he never seemed to let it show. Lightning bugs light up the summer sky. Every night about this time, I'm chasing the ketchup to his memory. Burn on, right on, lightning boogaroos. Of July 1992, I got the word he was gone, and I refused to believe that it was true. 'Cause everything he always wanted to do, and all the dreams he dreamed was about to come true. To me he was a giant killer, and the storybook of the blues. Burn on, right on, lightning boogaroos. All right. Thank you. I'm going to have a little sip to Lightning Bug.
Yes, cheers. We're all there with you. So I understand you've done some some movie soundtrack stuff too, right?
Yeah, the most recent was the film Blaze, which I think is such a great film. It tells the story of Blaze Foley, the songwriter from, well, he wasn't from Austin, but he was known as a Texas songwriter. And I was brought in on that project. I was really fortunate to be there because they needed a harmonica player. His sidekick was a harmonica player, and I play an accordion in the movie on one little scene. But it was great. It was done by Ethan Hawke was a producer, and he's a really great music fan. And Charlie Sexton, who's a incredible musician, guitar player. He tours as Bob Dylan's musical director, and he was the musical director on the film, and also had a big part in it. There is a soundtrack record that's really great, but you can see that movie. One of the nice things about being in New Orleans at the right time in the right place was the Hollywood South thing happening. There was a lot of movie score projects coming through. John Full and I worked on a lot of different things. We don't know, sometimes we didn't even know what they were, or if anything ever happened, or did they ever came out or anything.
Yeah, it's interesting enough. We've done the same thing. Having all these pinball machines, we get called in to do set decoration and things like that too. And you just never know when the phone rings. I guess you're in the same boat. Phone rings, somebody calls, hey, we need your help for a movie.
Yeah. One of the interesting things about some of the movie scores where they just want to have a natural sound coming through. Everything's, I wouldn't say everything. A lot of things are computer generated, and it takes a lot of work. They don't use symphonies anymore. This is all done. So they might bring me in to just play 3 notes, and they'll like pull out an oboe part and say, just play these notes. It gives it a little, and you probably wouldn't even know it was there, but there's something about it that gives you that feel. So, which a lot of great records were done that way, where I don't know why we get so excited on certain things. There was how many tracks were done of slide guitar on Layla. I don't have any idea, but when you listen to it, what would it be like if there wasn't the 300 tracks
right.
of slide on there? It wouldn't have been the same thing. Music is interesting that way. I think what we'll do is get a little nasty again. I shouldn't say nasty. That's not a good word for this. How about honest and angry? Winds howling through the streets of the quarter. Blowing up old memories. And I went down right here on this corner. Well, the unseen eye was watching me. Screw top wine in a plastic cup. I took all I could before I gave up. When you lie, you're cheating, you're stealing, I feel it. My troubles have doubled, I'm about to blow. Flesh and blood, women and men, take away the hearts and the souls. What do you got then? Dying while you're living, and no life to live. There's no forgiving for this kind of sin. When you're lying, you're cheating, you're stealing, I feel it. My troubles have doubled, I'm about to blow. Time killing time's been killing me. Love and hate wrapped up tight in misery. Why do people treat each other like this? My heart is bleeding, dripping right out of my wrist. 'Cause you're lying, you're cheating, I feel it. Troubles have doubled, I'm about to blow. Woo! All right. Waiting for somebody to get some bonus points here.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You see these machines, and the missing component are those sounds that ding 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 ding. All the they all work and they all make those noises, but we've made sure that they're not going to make them while they're not running. So, but it is. You look at them and you're like, "Am I deaf? What's happening? I can't hear."
Yeah. Pinball heaven right here. Well, I think we got time for one or two more. How you feel about it? You still with us? Yay. All right, great.
I guarantee you people online are banging their keyboards or making noise. Yeah, we had a
I guess we might have got a little too excited about having a conversation with more than two people in the same room for a few minutes, and thought how great it is to actually stand across the room with somebody. I guess we'll watch this years from now and forget all about it, but I know you're all in the same place. Well, this next song is on a record. This is the title song. It's called Lady on the Levee, and this was written about, the city of New Orleans is a very intricate place, and times have changed a lot around here. Used to be the city that care forgot. Somewhere along the line, a lot of things happened where people came in and started buying up properties, and taxes changed, and a lot of the dynamic had changed. And I was talking to my good buddy, Big Chief Monk Boudreaux, and he kept telling me how to come by every day trying to buy his house from him. And he said, I'm not selling, I'm not moving. If I leave here, where am I going to go? And that just made me think, where does somebody go and they can't be in the place that is the only place they know? This is called Lady on the Levee. 30 years ago, back when things moved slow, there was always a good friend and a place to go. I don't remember a hungry day, not having any place to stay. I didn't think it would turn out this way. She don't have the money to leave. She didn't have the money to stay. Sometimes I just think she wants the river to take her away. Lady on the levee, what you gonna say? She just sits up there, she's up there every day, just watching the river, watching the river roll. She's just waiting for someone to take her home. Everything's changed around her. She just wants to stay the same. I know that I can't blame her for fighting this losing game. This was our neighborhood back before your big money came to town. Fixed up all those old places, but they tore her house down. And I remember singing and dancing right here, right on this street. And now I see people while they're walking their dogs. They don't even take the time to stop and speak. And the lady on the levee, what you gonna say? She just sits up there. She's up there every day, just watching the river, watching the river roll. She's just waiting for someone to take her home. If there was a bridge and we could just get on, and I could take her back to the life she once known. She wouldn't be sitting up there up on the levee all alone. She's waiting for someone to take her home. Lady on the levee, what you gonna say? She just sits up there. She's up there every day. She's watching the river, watching the river. She's just waiting for someone to take her home. But it's not there anymore. All right. Thank you. Well, I think I got one more for you. How about it?
All right.
Having way too much fun here.
I know it's so weird doing the show in such like an empty room, but there's an intimacy to your music that I think just really works here. You know, it's pretty amazing, I think. And I hope people that are tuning in remotely can appreciate the fact that it feels very intimate, and I hope they get the same kind of vibe. You know.
I do too. And I hope I don't really have much of a message other than I hope that I get to meet you. I don't know where, is this the camera here? If you're watching this, I hope I get to meet you one day. And thanks for tuning in. This has been a really, really special thing for me. Thank you very much. Now, pick out the right flavor here. Here we go. So for you folks that are interested, I'm a songwriter, and I travel the world singing my songs for people who want to hear this kind of thing. And I guess I'm just telling you that I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being with me.
We are glad you're here too.
trigger already pulled. Speaking in tongues like you never heard. Ideas are running through my head. But thick as a feather and light as lead. I'm working on a job that will never be done. Don't even have time to polish my gun. Because the Lord is waiting and the devil is too. Better find the Lord before I find you. The Lord is waiting and the devil is too. Better find the Lord before I find you. You're planning your trouble and your trouble had grew. I keep on doing the only thing I know. What you know? I ain't crazy, but I ain't right. Give me what I want and I'll save your life. Because the Lord is waiting and the devil is too. Find the Lord before I find you. The Lord is waiting, the devil is too. You better find the Lord before I find you. I came from the bottom I rose. But you can't change the path I chose. You the only one that got something to lose. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds for you to choose. Because the Lord is waiting and the devil is too. Better find the Lord before I find you. The Lord is waiting and the devil is too. Better find the Lord. Better find the Lord. You better find the Lord. Better find the Lord. You better find the Lord. You better find the Lord. You better find the Lord. Thank you. It's been an honor. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, everybody. Everybody in cyberspace, give it up for Johnny Sansone.
Woo, woo.
And be sure to visit johnnysansone.com and help support local artists during this time because they're basically out of work right now. So every little bit helps. And look for you guys. You're on tour. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, hopefully, as soon as this thing gets back to normal, right?
Yeah, and I want to. I'd also like to be involved in the 24-hour pinball championships.
We will definitely include you. Absolutely. We're really looking forward to having a lot more social things. And so thank you guys so much for coming out. This was so much fun. And we will see you guys again real soon, I'm sure.
Excellent. Thanks, everybody.